Hello, good afternoon, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Cynthia. In today's tutorial, I'll be teaching you how to pad your bustier. Okay, I already have a bustier here. So if you don't know how to cut a bustier, just I will put in a link below. Just go and watch the video. Okay, so if today is the first time of coming to my channel, you are very welcome. And to my old subscribers, I just want to say thank you for always tuning in. And so please hit the red button if you've not subscribed so you always get notified whenever I upload my videos. So right now here, I have the stay, okay? This one is the gum stay. I'll be using this gum stay, and also I'll be using this foam stay. Okay, I call it the non-fusible interfacing because you use your your machine to run that one. And then I'll also be working with my wording. Okay, I'll be working with my wording. This one you're seeing here is the foam type. You just cut off and then sew and join with your machine. This is called fusible interfacing, and this wording is also called fusible interfacing because you use your iron to frost it on on the fabric. That's why it's called fusible interfacing. But this is a non-fusible, means you use your machine to sew it to the fabric. But I won't be using this one. I'll also show you how to use this. Okay, use this for the Bustier pattern. That's the foam one, the non-fusible, and then I add it an interfacing. Okay, first of all, the interfacing, or we call it gum stay or your stay. This is how to cut your stay. I've cut this one out. Now if you look at the back of this fabric, we have a bust point here. This is the armhole line, this is the underburst, and this is the 1 inch for allowance. I hope you can see it very well. Okay, so now I'm going to cut out my gum stay, and it's going to end somewhere around the underburst measurement. So you can see it underburst. So this is how I cut it. I start from the beginning here towards the underward burst. And make sure you use the shiny part. It's a shiny part. I'm sure you can see it. So we're using the shiny part. So we're placing this way, and you're going to go and iron very well. We do the same thing on this and on this one. So you go and iron it very well. And then okay, so now if you are using this is a non-fusible interfacing, as in the foam. Okay, this is the foam. I'll be showing how to use the foam and also how to use the wording. Is almost the same thing. Okay, whichever one that works for you, you can use. So this is for the foam. Now you're going to cut out the same thing for the foam. Now before you cut out, this is an off shoulder, and this is an off shoulder, and I've already removed some inches around this area. I don't know how many you have removed from your own. Mine is just 4 inches I removed. Okay, if you remove 5 inch, no problem. It's good, depending on what you want to remove from your off shoulder. I removed 4 inches, and so the distance from the shoulder to this place is 4 inches, but I want to remove 7 inch. That is when I'm cutting the breast part. So the distance from the shoulder to the 7 inches. Let's get it. The shoulder, just place your tape depending on what you removed. Okay, this is the 4 inches, and I'm looking for the 7 inches, which is around here. So I'm going to mark it here. Hope you can see what I'm doing. Okay, you can use this method to pad any bustier. Okay, use this method to pad any size, any bustier size. You can use this method. So that's 7 inch. I'm going to mark it So this is the 7 inches. So now you're going to cut out a pad from the 7 inches down towards your under burst. Hope you understand. Let me explain again. Now it does depend on what you removed from your your off shoulder. Mine was just 4 inches, okay? And now to pad your off shoulder, you should go from your shoulder towards to 7 inches. I removed already 4 inches out of this place plus 3 inches, so this is exactly what 7 inches. So from here to here is what you should cut out for your your pad. So let's see mine. So this is mine, okay? So I'm going to still trim off from the underbust toward the 7 inches. Hope you can see what we are doing. So this, we are trimming this place off. So this is it. So this is it. So you can see from that place, you can see it exactly there towards our under bust. So this is it for the first the first one. Now by the time you place your gum stay or your stay, by the time you iron your stay, remember first of all you should iron your your stay. Remember your stay will come first, then you will now place your your pad. Okay, all right. So now don't forget to put your stay first. Now you won't leave this like this. The reason why you don't want to leave it like this is if you should leave it like this, it's not going to give you a fitting in the front area. So what you do is this: you're going to fold this way. You see how I just folded? You're going to look for the center and you draw something like a sweetheart. So you come down by like 2 inches this way, 2 inches here, then you draw a sweetheart. Remember the bust has a separation, so you just give it that little separation. So let's give it from the 2 inches. Okay, so the separation is around here. So from here to 2 inches, so we're giving it a little separation. So let's cut. Hope you can see it. So this is it. So it's going to give us that sweetheart shape. Hope you are seeing it. So now we are going to go ahead and iron properly, and then once we have ironed our stay on it, we now place our our bustier or a pad. So you place it this way, and then you bring the other part and stitch. Okay, this is for this part. Now let's see the side panel, how to do the side panel. Okay, now you're going to use this to trace out the side panel. So let's trace out. It was already traced out, but I think it's merged. So let's trace out now. So we've just traced out. So this is it. So you're going to fold into two. You're folding into two this way. Remember, it's for the two side, and then you're going to slit from the center here. So I just slitted. Now, if you should keep it this way, it's going to look funny. It's okay, but it's looking funny. So this is it. It's looking funny. So you're going to put a little shape around here to make it look like a pie shape. You know, if you have eaten meat pie before, you know how it looks like. So I'm going to give it that shape, okay? Shape of a pie. So we go from here this way, like a C curve. Bagam. It's okay. Then from here we'll come again like a C curve. Bagam. So this is it. It's looking like a pie. So you're going to place this. So you iron your facing first before you do this. Then you pin. I'm going to iron my own. Because of the sake of this tutorial, I just want to show you how to do it, okay? So I've just ironed, I just pinned it. So you come to this way and see if there's any excesses. So if there's any excesses around this place, just trim. So this is it, okay? Just trim out every excess. So this is it for this one. So we're good to go with this one. So now for the now I'm going to do the same thing on the other side of the bustier, okay, as you can see. So I will do the same thing and then we are good to go. For the non-fusible interfacing, that is for the foam. If you're using the foam, okay, this is how you do it. After you have ironed the interfacing, you put your foam and then you are good to go. So I'm going to show you how to use also your wording. It's the same method, okay? So now for the wording, I prepared this one. Now for the wording, you put your interfacing and cut out your wording the same method. The same method I did for this one. And then you're going to iron it Now, a lot of people find it difficult to finish ironing this and then ironing this on top of this place. Now what you do is this. Once you iron your interfacing, that is your stay on the fabric, once it's already stayed, what you do is turn it this way and iron from this way. If you iron from this side, the iron will help to penetrate down to meet the wording, okay? So always do that. But if you should finish ironing the facing and now you are ironing on top of the wording, you're going to ruin your work, okay? Because you see it is somehow a little bit thick. So you finish ironing your stay, then you turn it this way and iron it, then you get your wording. So now you choose the one that is best for you, but I think the two are also good, because I know there are other ways of doing your padding, but these are the ways I do my padding, and it has been working and coming out beautifully well. And so we're going to go on and iron this together, and I'll sew it to show you how it looks on a wording and how it looks on a pad. Okay, let's go iron and sew together so you see how it looks on a wording and how it looks on a normal pad. Now if you are stitching, remember it was ½ inch you gave when you were measuring. So that ½ inch, make sure you take the ½ inch while you are you are sewing. If you take less than ½ inch, it's going to make your work look too pointing. Okay, if you take more than ½ inch, it will make your breast pad look flat, and I know you don't want that. So if you are using ½ inch, of course I know you're using ½ inch, make sure it is the ½ inch you're using to sew. So let's go on and iron and then stitch together, and I'll show you how the two of them looks like, so you know the method that will work best for you. Just try a lot. There are so many of them in the market. The cutters kind of interfacing, it is used for padding, the thick padding, the thick pad, the foam one, the thick one. There are so many of them, so many in the market you can use. But I think this embalmment, that things are very, very, very high. Okay, I've gone to put in the interfacing. I've ironed it together with the fabric. As you can see, it's now well ironed. So I've placed my pad on it. That is the non-fusible interfacing, the foam one. You can see it, okay? And then this one, I told you I was going to show you two ways, two types of padding, the ones I used to do. And this one is wording, but I've used my gum stay, my interfacing on this. This is the stay on it, and then this is the wording on it. I've ironed the wording on it, so it's not going off, okay? So I'm going to go to my machine right now, and then I'm going to sew them together. nudge. So notch and notch. Make sure your notch is not touching the thread. Just notch well. So let's see. Let's remove the pins on this and then we'll see how it is. So this is it. Isn't she beautiful? So this is it, okay? You can see how it's looking. So let's cut off all these threads. So I'm going to take it to my iron and use my ball to iron this place up very well so it looks very round. But before then, I'm going to sew this one, so I will show you the difference when you are using your wadding and your pad. It's just still the same thing, okay? But this is cheaper. That's the wadding is cheaper than this. Okay, so let's do this one. Cut. So this is the wadding. You see it's standing even more. So let me remove the pins I'm using. See how beautiful it's looking. It's protruding even more. And then this is the one I use normal padding. That's the foam one to do. So as you can see, I don't know if you're getting the view very well. You can see it. It's also looking beautiful. So this is it. Hope you can see it. You see how it protruded. It protruded very well. So you can see it. This is our breast padding. We used wadding and stay for just this. Okay, for just this we use our wadding and what stay. Our gum stay on this. So let's see how the other one we used stay and foam on. Let's see how beautiful it came out. So you see, you can use the two, but this is cheaper. Okay, it's cheaper right now in the market. I mean, using the wadding for padding your breast pad, using your stay and your wadding for padding your breast pad is cheaper. Okay, so you can see this is the look of the one I used foam for. Okay, so it also had the protruding effect. Many of them in the market you can use, but these are the ones I use. Okay, all right. So if this tutorial has been helpful, please comment and also share and give us a thumbs up. Okay, please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Okay, I'm going to see you in our next tutorial. Bye.